when you're looking at when you're looking at the New York Philharmonic or the Boston Symphony or the Cleveland Orchestra, one of these great orchestras, I mean, they'll. It seems like they're in perfect harmony and just completely full of love, etc. But if you saw them in their rehearsals, most likely you'd see just simmering anger, just seething rage. And part of the reason is because there's a long tradition of symphony orchestra conductors berating and belittling and using that as a leadership device. Again, Daniel Goleman, my colleague up here at Harvard, who has written, I mean, his canonical work is an article in the Harvard Business Review, later became a book called Leadership That Gets Results. And everybody watching us and listening to us should go out and read this article. It's very easy to find on the internet. Leadership That Gets Results, published in 2000. And he talks about the six types of leaders. What he does is he looks at 4,000 CEOs, and then he breaks them by leadership type into 6 different groups. And the least effective type of leader, but that gets the most immediate compliance, is coercive leaders. It's the bullies. And we've talked about that already in this conversation. Most orchestra conductors traditionally are bullies. And there's a reason for it. They need immediate compliance, or so they think. And the result is that they get sort of they get compliance, but sort of substandard angry compliance. I played in orchestras for years, and I would see these conductors just reduce grown men to tears in front of their 80 colleagues by belittling them, by humiliating them, by not letting them go to the bathroom and just horrible stuff that they would do. And there are coaches that work that way. And unfortunately, the world is not the way that it was. So it doesn't put up with that nearly as much as it would. But I think a new generation of leaders is also figuring out that that's not the best way to lead. I became friends over the years with the conductor of the Seattle Symphony. Seattle's my hometown. And it's a guy named Gerard Schwartz. And Jerry Schwartz, he's about 20 years older than I am. And he came up in a different time, and he figured out along the way that being a good guy in the long run gets you better music. Now, you got to be careful. I mean, there's sometimes when you need to be stern. You need to be a tough guy sometimes. Just because you're an authoritative, caring, loving leader doesn't mean that you can't get angry. Doesn't mean that you can't be tough. I mean, every coach can tell you that. But at the same time, the compliance that he got was voluntary compliance. And he turned the Seattle Symphony into a pretty good orchestra into a truly great orchestra, really one of the great American orchestras. And he did it through his character by changing the leadership model.